fucking go!
It's trashy.
Yeah.
Trashy.
Come on.
Trashy.
A 1,300 meter
It's trashy. Tune in, watch this man kill. Game garbage bag, place of birth is the landfill. Trashy. Parents found him in the dumpster, but one man's trash is a treasure to another. It's trashy. Unload until you upload and leave you slumped over. Yup, until you punks know it's trashy. Every day going live on the grind, two choices. Die, subscribe. It's trashy. The ginger they can't hit. First in, last out, just like the canvas. The antithesis of clean is trashy. Like a pissing dick, wicked with streams. The art of vow in the garbage pile. Get what I mean, response screen. He the truth with the sound. Once the boots hit the ground, he shoot you a down. 10 to 2, he around. You can lose with a smile. Get sniped from a mile. Style of Avenger. His groupies is sushi. Follow the ginger. Shout outs to members. Bow down pretenders. The champion contenders. January 1st to 31st of December. Content forever. Conflict, he'll shred your context is king. His concepts whenever. Let's measure your measure. Bet that his better. No rest cause the rest suck. Forget you remember. It's trashy. Tune in, watch this man kill. Game garbage bag, place of birth is the landfill. Trashy. Parents found him in the dumpster, but one man's trash is a treasure to another. It's trashy. Unload until you upload and leave you slumped over. Yup, until you punks know it's trashy. Every day going live on the grind, two choices. Die, subscribe. It's the trashiest, trigger happiest bag of shit. Your style is hollow, you maggots just follow. Views over his dudes always ending on the high note. Autistic, feel the spectrum. Rocky, Apollo, autistic with his salts and pistols. He'll split your back, a problem in the tank like hippie crack. Capping and clearing, it's clear that the ginger back. Download, get the app, click and clack. OBJs, get your Stafford. Out of ammo, get the dagger, same map. But we see a different path, son, tip attack. Chicken scratch, reviving the game, the simple rap, a medic pack. Get them trash, views soaring, newborns, you similar. Dreams turn to notions and streams turn to oceans. Put trashy in the parking lot and watch the seagulls binge. Midas with the paddle and Mike is game golden. Take over the globe is his goal, let them know that it's trashy. Tune in, watch this man kill. Game garbage bag, place of birth is the landfill. Trashy. Parents found him in the dumpster, but one man's trash is a treasure to another. It's trashy. Unload until you upload and leave you slumped over. Yup, until you punks know it's trashy. Every day going live on the grind, two choices. Die, subscribe.
Hello, sexy banana. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Hello.
Yaga. There we go. There we go. No mental errors over here, pal. Well, the way Dak's been fucking... The way I've been throwing ints with Dak.
Give me another hell yeah.
My man Luna, what's good, fam? How are you doing, dude?
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Cowboys and the Giants, and it's coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in Texas. No weather to speak of, sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
How you doing tonight,
On the
Luna?
other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
That should have been
The
a run
Cowboys
back.
taking the field on offense, and for a 7th
Dave, what is
season,
good, my dude?
it's
Thank you so much for the
Prescott
like,
who brings
fam.
them out.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
How you doing tonight, Dave?
Give me another hell yeah.
Oh, I am living the dream, Dave. Can't complain, man. You got a dope taxi, by the way. Seen the picture of your taxi. Shelby, what is good, fam? How do you do? I'm doing all right, fam. Just got home from work my damn self. Rolling up a little doozy here. Living the dream. You already know, fam. You wash that shit down with a little bruja. I actually played that today.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dak going to start out going to the air. And his first look is incomplete.
Should have known he was going to jump that route.
Popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself. I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll run it with Elliott. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So here are the Giants now.
We got to challenge that.
Position to start their initial drive. Leading them out, someone who has overcome plenty of adversity to forge a 12-year. Former Virginia Tech Hokie, it's Tyrod Taylor.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
Fucking bullshit.
Have to review the play.
So not successful on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Taylor on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity. And he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes left side. 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown.
Let's go, Trayvon!
Oh, back backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way.
You like that, Shelby?
For a touchdown.
Fucking Eagles. Trash.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready.
Whamming and bamming these motherfuckers, man.
In order to play well in this game. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping
this goddamn defense of mine.
After the loss to start out,
it's fucking fierce.
11. Now Taylor. Flush to his right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
He dropped the ball.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Gotta love the cheerleaders. I gotta agree with you on that.
And that is incomplete.
I gotta agree with you on that. The cheerleaders are top notch down there.
To start this football game, I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys
that was a fucking awful
position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround and play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the game, and it'll be a Dallas first down. Throwing, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup
Let's
of 13,
go!
and that last play began at the 13. First down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost it.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now, 2nd and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it.
There wasn't even any pressure on the line.
Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. Marr now to kick this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New York set to take.
You better check to see if he still knows his name.
Early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
Saquon Barkley.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day. And it caps
almost took that shit.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Taylor, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
3.3 seconds to get that sack. 3.3.
A little help here. And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. He did his best to just get the ball out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Give me that ball.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over, trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with a lead. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Noah Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage.
Buddy, what is good, fan? Thank you so much for the like.
Against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be
I'm down to run it again. I just want to get a few franchise games in.
Brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stuff him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Prescott down. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Really one way to do it, baby.
I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this
The Giants are terrible this year in this game. I mean,
yeah, and your experience
very lifelike, very lifelike.
We've both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part: even when people chip away at it, it forces you to be perfect on the other side, doesn't it? In order to try and not come down.
He is none too happy.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Holding. Receiving.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shot of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
I don't like the nickel package.
Play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Super realistic stuff here.
Now Taylor to throw. And that's incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys.
And he came with the likes and the shares. What is good, my dude?
Sweep here in Dallas.
Thank you, man.
To throw again on second down. Taylor. And that'll be caught by Tony. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again, it's Taylor. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 42. Give him 12 yards on that one, and earns him a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Taylor's throw caught by Tony. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Gano's kick is good.
Got it in there.
Do it for this first half.
He
So
got it
we've
in.
hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving once again from our gang here in Orlando.
Jonathan Coachman ain't the guy from wrestling, is
AT&T
it?
Stadium in a minute, but first, let's take a look at what's coming up later this holiday weekend. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale. Take it.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right?
That idiot just stood there.
You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to run forward Barkley. And Barkley
Let's go.
did not get there.
We got in that bitch.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on a punt for New York. It's taken to the 26. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down.
Come on, man.
They may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know the
with these
plays
plays?
think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking to throw. Prescott. across the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is
not like the last two games I played on franchise.
Whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Mark, up and good. They open the lead up now to 25. So the drive there is 80 yards. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people...
Hear what the announcer just said? Certainly not a nail-biter, and you just said the same shit. Yeah, you probably would have, the way I was tossing them the other day.
There's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Because
your defense had more receiving yards than my offense.
Team has been in this one, and in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it.
I mean, did they expect anything else?
On first down, it's Taylor. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
It's all right. It's definitely fun. I've always enjoyed football games. I've recently gotten into the franchise mode to build your own team, draft motherfuckers.
Focused on that right now, maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
No way!
And now look at this, big game, a fumble, and a big turnover there as his guys.
That dude barely got touched.
That's some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
So
I was about to throw up, man.
With a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott.
Fucking bitch!
Force it in and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
I don't know why I do it.
Possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and it definitely shows that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find
fresh hot turnovers.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Taylor. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tip for tat, baby.
He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half.
Needed to do that, man.
Into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do it.
Embarrassing the fuck out of this team. The old bing bang. I like that.
To add the extra point.
I'm going to have to add that sound clip to the old stream deck.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it.
Bing bang, fuck your life.
In the air. From the 6. taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
Motherfucking morons I am. You could tell every guy that I fucking clicked on because I just jumped in the opposite direction.
To throw is Taylor. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the move to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Let's go.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Taylor. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Galladay.
On 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Taylor. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line.
Stu Brown, this was his second sack of the game.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, this from 37. Gano's kick is good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Fucking clowns, man.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
God damn.
Fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
sneak. It's Prescott. And trying to push his way forward.
What a
I think he's
fucking
going to be
moron!
short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now Taylor on first down.
Open man right side is Tony. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on second down. Taylor, pass caught. It's Galladay on the out route. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They're fucked.
Now it's Taylor. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back, picking up the late touchdown here, but
Disgusting.
still down big. Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Oh, Gano, you
Bays
didn't.
at home. It makes it now 35-13 our score. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was finished up by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a win.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the Cowboys, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few...
8-3, baby. I'll take it. I told you long ago. I'm playing that stupid shit. Goes the power. Wow. Short week again, huh? We still got the job done. Yeah, we did. Why is he always talking to Zach Martin? Nice. Nice. More morale. Next week against the Colts, baby. Week 12. Going on to week 13. We're gonna talk shit. 3 sacks. Easy. What do we have? 2 last game? 3 sacks. We have 2 last game? Oh, you can update. Ah, yes. Damn, we had like 15 home games. How we doing with the scouts? Both of my guys are top 5. Oh, I forgot there's a football game on. What am I fucking doing? I tell you what I'm fucking doing, I'm fucking up. Let's go. This is a tough team according to this fucking thing. We gotta shut them down. We gotta stuff them.
It's week 13 of the NFL. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season.
This dude, the pick
it's the
artist.
Cowboys and the Colts under the lights on Sunday night.
EA EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gart alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup, and they know that they are in for a fight here.
And anytime you're dealing with the #1 defense in the league,
#1 D in the league, you heard it.
You know that yards are going to be tough to come by. But working in their favor, they can run the football. One of the top 5 teams in the league in that category. So I expect this one to be a tight, hard-hitting affair, and both teams playing to their strengths.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
On the opening play, here's Ryan. Man open is Keelan Cole.
Why would he let him catch that and not come over the top of
after
him?
a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Ryan to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
He was wide open.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Ryan's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong and good last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Ryan. And going right back to Pittman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters of basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect.
What are you doing, Diggs?
He's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan will throw again. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they get their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, it looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
Stood there and got a close-up view of him kicking the ball.
First drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And
18 interceptions.
Any win is a good win. He also did last week, but there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
That wasn't what I wanted to go to.
4, and it's 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. The Cowboys at 8-3 now. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Let's go.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
We needed
so
that.
Now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Elliott running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time. Manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The kick by Maher is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here in the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis out.
You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And he returns this to the 22. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor, finding room at midfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Still on his feet. Inside the 10.
He got embarrassed. Fuck, man.
Taylor is 11th touchdown on the year. And the Colts
That's embarrassing our defense right now.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And now off to the races down the right side.
That's how it's done. Tit for tat. Let's go.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Let's go.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit
hauling
surprising
ass.
because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys feeling it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Where is he walking up to?
Not right there. Brett Maher on for the extra point.
Tit for tat. Colts, yeah, they're fighting though. They're fighting, fam.
And that evens us up at 10 apiece.
Way to get a touchdown with minimal time off the clock.
11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent. The return excellent. The result, 6 points. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And taken
Use
down
your hit
just
stick. Yeah, let's
past
start
the 20 at
blasting
about
these
the
fucking
21-yard
turds.
line. The Colts
Keep 'em
now,
at
their
10, dude.
offense
Keep 'em
works
at
their
10.
way back onto the field. Ricardo, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended
you can't
rest.
ask for more of a tit for
Does that
tat.
change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Get a guy in there then.
On second down, it's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And
Can't believe he shed Parsons like that.
Just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength,
Cover 6. Come on,
the
man.
whole package. And
You
that
need
package
this
just
stop. This
wrapped
would be a
up the
huge
runner for
stop.
a loss.
On third down, Ryan.
Huge fucking stop.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack
I
of
was
the game.
fucking gonna throw up if he didn't get that sack. Lawrence was chasing him down.
Defense, they kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be 37
Trying to
yards
slip
down
on.
the punt. And this offense, they have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Prescott on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Action. A lot of guys stacked up on their side of the road.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Prescott off play action. And he finds his target in Schultz. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down.
Nice little dart.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Prescott now. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Marr on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
And these ain't no bums. They're tough, man.
Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete.
Not today,
and a
pal.
nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs.
Cracking us in the middle.
The feet, do a little toe tap.
You know, with people in the middle, you still threw it in the
Great
middle.
job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
They're all right to him right over here. Number 1 defense in the league for a reason, pal.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
I don't know how they throw it at Diggs.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football.
Wow, dude. All them white shirts and that asshole comes up with it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of times.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Yeah, these dudes are fucking feeling it.
Designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. Completion here to Claypool. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Play action. It's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate
defense is fucking stellar.
Interception, and their opponents
had a user pick too.
Have their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play, Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
I'll take the field
goal. You can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Ryan hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
Just blasting this dude.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to get the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. Josh Allen, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky, sharp in the victory as his guys double up their records at 8-4 on the year. And then lastly, we wrap up this first week of December with Monday Night Football. It's the Saints and Bucks from down in Tampa. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary.
Ravens
as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters.
Flag?
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
What is the flag?
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Wow, dude.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. But a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Fuck.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now, Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown. Peyton Hendershot. 29 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today.
Let's go.
We're seeing it each and every week now.
Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And space tough to come by there. So we'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Not today, pal.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And it's fielded at the 34. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing, Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 30. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. The lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to
what
back
happened?
off at all.
10-10.
So well.
What game are you watching, fam? Like, did I miss something on the Baltimore fucking Bengal game over there?
Marr on for the extra point.
I started shutting them down on defense, fam. Big time.
That's another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And here comes the end around as Ryan just leading this first wide out. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground.
Number one defense in the league for a reason, man.
These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan will set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Shut up.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. A short throw. This is caught.
I'll get my lick backs. Don't worry.
Tackled on the other side of
Don't worry.
At the 46-yard line.
I will get my lick backs. I need redemption from those games.
Just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains.
Remember when you had the coffee can on your foot when you were playing video games?
On EA Sports.
You fucking schmuck. I still owe you for that, too. Don't think I forgot.
This is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very
fucking coffee can on the fucking foot to the face.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. Another good reception.
I still owe you for that, pal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago.
I've been planning this whole time.
He's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now,
you ever see me laying on my stomach with a coffee can on my foot? I'd go into the next room.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interception.
That shit hurt. work, fam.
It's his guy.
Cut me deep.
And so many times we hear
It wasn't even that bad. It's just where you hit me, I think.
Talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
It was leaking everywhere.
It was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down.
The noise that it made, though, I wish we had, like, cameras back then. We did, but we ran out of VHS tapes.
3rd and 1, Ryan. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We were filming fucking dials on RC cars and shit.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Barely got it.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now. After
Ryan, what is good, my dude? Thank you so much for the like, fam. How are you doing tonight?
Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact.
I didn't plan
that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Wow, not over Diggs! Not over Diggs! This game is fucking trash!
33 yards.
Not over Diggs! I refuse to believe it!
Measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
That's not happening.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
Fuck yeah, Ryan. Love to hear it. How was your day? Almost to the weekend. We got one more day to get through.
So still
there's no way he caught that over Diggs.
To do, but here comes the onside kick.
What the fuck?
And they've got it. They recovered it.
They didn't get it.
Hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a
Giants beat Washington.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing here, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard.
That was
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers...
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Tony Pollard in the back of the zone.
The football this one. And certainly not fun for that defense there, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling
Yakety-dak.
because
Don't talk back.
Bang!
In the back of the zone with the loft pass. Just floated it to him.
Marr now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis.
We might have a run at the Super Bowl. I don't know.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he got it! Are you kidding me?
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter, a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else,
I have not done that yet.
A chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention.
I've been itching to play franchise.
To get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart.
Stupid bastards. Look at them with their hands up.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
The give is to Elliott. Alexander Johnson there on the stop. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now.
Rolling at least 10 yards this one.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
Not really,
and
but
he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
It's a great win.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with.
Yeah, I just want to get this season over with and get on to the second one, draft some players, fam.
They're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a
I'll
chance
be on
to
again tomorrow night, I promise.
Where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Dallas, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8.
Bye-bye.
They'll get the extra.
Colts ain't going to be in the playoffs. Little Josh Ball. Randy Pressure was a big talking point this week in stopping the Colts offense, and it ended up being a big part of today's win. Sure was. They had great defense. We had great defense. Let's go. Take that. 13, going on to 14. Man, we got some. Okay, Malik Hooker. Let's see what the playoff picture is. Wild card, dude. We just got to keep dominating. We're in the playoff picture, though. Give me 2 seconds. Let's go, buddy. All right, let's go.
It's week 14 of the NFL. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Cowboys and the Texans, and it's all up next.
We are sandwiched between luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early. So a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man. But he's entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round.
All right, let's fucking
of the
get
2021 draft.
They'll start by running the option to the line. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Fucking really letting him do that to you, pal?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Let's go, baby.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Wow, dude.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Running with Elliott. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Prescott on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll give to Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams, if you look back to 2021, quite a disparity between these two Lone Star State offenses. Last season, the Cowboys #1 in the league in terms of total yardage, and meanwhile the Texans, we know about all the struggles that they had. They came in at number 32, which is dead last. On play action, Prescott. And he knocks the ball
There's
away.
no
It falls
fucking
incomplete. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Maher able to put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away.
Who's kicking kickoffs, kicking field goals?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Their 2nd drive here of the ball game, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bit a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Mills. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense.
That defense, boy, I tell you what. It's going to send chills through the league.
Coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them. But I know one thing, the O-line coach will. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
One win away from taking the Cardinals spot.
They're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed, but as we know, it often happens. This is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that, but even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 14 carries, 81 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. incomplete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Sure, that's what we
As we roll on here in the month of December, week 14 coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the Parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those Parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I don't know that you've got a wealth of options here now. 3rd down from your 2.
The question is, how much confidence do you actually have in various aspects of your team? In your defense, in case things go wrong. In your quarterback to take care of the football. Your offensive line to protect it. If you're feeling pretty confident about all of those things, you might take a shot right here.
And they're able to crowd him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Now Prescott on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it.
Let's fucking go, Jesus.
Yes, a line judge says
their defense is fucking crazy, dude.
They get 25 yards out of that one. And that leads to a Dallas 1st down.
Their defense is fucking insane.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive.
Yeah, sure was, wasn't it?
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And not much doing there.
What do they think?
A yard up to the 23.
And that's why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, Mills. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills hit, and he loses the
fucking ball.
I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Going for it with Pbr'S. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's caught again by Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Marr on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. and it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Saquon Barkley, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, let's head off and check out
See what the Cardinals are up to. Hopefully
they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And at the moment, that game is tied with the visiting New York Jets. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
How's he throwing the thing?
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And I get the ball
get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
My dude's back.
Not only was it a double move route, it was a dreaded post corner for any defensive back, because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
Well, he didn't flip him in time. Big play. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is
playing some real turns at the tail end of this fucking season.
That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. Mills to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dorrance Armstrong. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Lawrence, let's go.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there.
4 tackles this game. He's on fire.
This defense is just flat getting after after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over great position here with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with Elliott. He'll take it inside the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A second down pass play there, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves?
I don't think they can.
Anything to start to feel
They're terrible, buddy. I gotta, I had to hold them for under 200 yards.
Following
defensive
the touchdown,
goal.
here's Marr to kick it away.
Not only have I done that, but I haven't let him score a touchdown yet either.
And that'll carry over the back.
Just got to figure it out. I got this defensive scheme figured out. Getting good at picking plays.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play in this passing game.
It's a pure slobber knocker.
Found any kind of rhythm.
God, I miss hearing that voice, man. I wish he was calling games.
And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Neville Gallimore. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is
No, this is we're in a playoff race with Arizona right now.
A quarter to go.
And he's going to be brought down.
Lawrence, baby.
6-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long.
2nd sack of the afternoon.
Down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
I think I held them well under 400 or 200 so far.
Created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
Let's go.
The Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. A first down carry by Elliott. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Inside give to Elliott. Shoves him away. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding it.
I'm not running it in. I could have ran it in, but I'm not doing it.
Let's close this one out.
Piece of shit.
Good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's
nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise.
Go ahead and it's a video
That's
game.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
I got
a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And he'll get in. Touchdown. Cowboys.
Jesus, dude.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Closing in.
So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
But we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Bologna and bread.
Fields it right around the goal.
No.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he...
That's just... I've been fucking crying ever since I seen that shit. That's just stuck in my head. Give me 2 seconds, fam. I gotta pee.
Right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. And his throw is incomplete. Now The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been.
And this will be caught at the 30.
Wow, dude.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Again, it's Mills. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage.
User swat.
A tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Looking to throw is Mills. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Trayvon, I told you can't do what happened earlier in the last game was a fucking fluke. You can't do that in Trayvon.
They have another interception on the defensive side.
That was a user pick too. I love
Seems
it.
like everything they touch
Getting better at the handles of this game.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what
Look, that shit went into the fucking end zone. Jesus.
Away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Elliott going to get it again on second down.
Yeah,
and a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Great news.
So they converted their first 2 fourth down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point.
There goes the blowout.
Just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Zeke.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much
you seen that? Blasted that fuck.
Everyone contribute.
I should have punted that, kept it at a 0.
You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
All the chefs. The Brahma Bowl. Gallup. Yeah. Let's go. Malik Hooker out here doing work. Week 15, let's go.
Defensive prowess is feared the world over. The all-electric Hyundai Ioniq 5 with advanced safety and tech.
Hold them under 100.
More safety themselves. Search for your Hyundai Ioniq 5 today.
Now I gotta hold the fucking Jags under 100, 100. They still got us fucking in the wild card. You gotta fuck the Cardinals up, man. Okay, so Zona won their game. Lawrence. Whamming and bamming, let's go. 15 or 16, one of those two. 10 and...
It's Madden NFL 23.
It'll be 14.
And this one features Trevor Lawrence.
10 and 3. So yeah, probably 14. I went 14.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for his 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
D4 dead
hang
already.
on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at... And we'll be back in a moment. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Prescott now from the 50. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
What are they doing leaving me wide
So
open?
the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And now they're in inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Well, they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't,
all year.
they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th rushing touchdown of the year. The Cowboys will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his 2nd season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zane Jones. And he'll get this out to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the
Cover
first.
2, classic.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Cowboys, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
My defense is firing on
that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Not what I wanted to do.
And now here come the Cowboys. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
That was my bad.
Pickup of 8 leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Cowboys had 10-3 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Cowboys will take over possession here. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays.
I mean, come on.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Come on, dude.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They overturned
They
it.
say the knee was down, and that will not be dude. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt.
Lawrence still in the fucking
Make a
balance.
few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They overturned it.
That reminds me of some of the guys
What a crazy ass play to overturn.
Suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost
Wow.
about the time the ball
I'm
snapped
fucking
and make
sick.
a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence dancing to his left. And this one too low. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Cook now on the punt as he gets this one away. Let's take it on the 25.
Almost got
a good
away.
return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay.
My man Tolbert not to be confused with the chocolate.
Inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Damn, Dak got nailed.
Taken down, back at the 25.
Not too many times. He hasn't been sacked a lot in this game.
Record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
2nd sack. He's got the 2nd sack.
And it turns out to be a big one.
He hasn't been sacked a lot this year at all.
First one they get, 10-plus yards and a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Prescott. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
The kick by Maher is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Not today, pal.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. He'll get a
Not today,
yard.
pal.
That's
I got the scheme figured out.
The 28. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
That's a user sack.
Neville Gallimore with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle,
wide
complete.
open pass.
And Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Draw play, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Through the air. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Ravens are stopping the Bengals? I got it on behind me. Hold on. God, what happened? I turned around, they were down last time I looked. Well, yeah, they're coming back big time. Yeah, damn. Joe Burrow better go home and burrow his way into a fucking hole. No, that's how it happens, dude. Zeke lost his legs when he got that bag.
Take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
I thought for sure the Ravens would put up more than a fight than that.
Second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Turns out he doesn't.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15.
They better give a Cardinals update.
We'll start in the NFC East. This one always a battle. New York taking on Washington, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Bryan Edwards, a touchdown reception.
Wow.
Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks for...
Yo, buddy.
Really craving nacho fries. After working. What else? Put that there.
Work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Marr now to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart,